Hello guys, Ryan Carruthers here from the Betfair Trading Community.com with another one-line lesson. Today's lesson is all about scattergun trading. I'm going to explain all of that, chat about what it is, why you do it, etc, etc. Hope you all had a good Easter weekend and ate loads of chocolate and are feeling the effects of that today. So today's lesson then, scattergun trading. So firstly, what is scattergun trading? It's exactly like the name suggests. It's like scattering your trading everywhere, not sort of zoning in on a target. So you're just literally, it's like a shotgun, boom, and just firing it everywhere. You're catching trades from all over the place, and you're not zeroing in on that. And when you zero in, you are more successful. When you scattergun your trading, so if you are just joining us now, we're talking about scattergun trading. If you scattergun, you are scattering the bullets everywhere in the hope of catching something, and you're not going to be as successful by doing that, by zoning in on something. What's with the hat? My hair is getting so long. So long. So by zoning in, the wife would have to cut it and it'd be crazy. So by honing in on something, you get a real targeted approach, and you get the trades that are going to be better for you and are more targeted to what you want to achieve. They're going to move you forward in your confidence. They're going to move the bank forward. By sort of scattergunning, you're probably going to pick up trades that you don't really have a clue what your trading plan is, what you should be trading on them. You're just trading them because they fall within this big sort of blast zone of your potential trades where you're just literally scattering bullets. Wouldn't it be better to be able to just get that sort of not flight path, but the blast sort of zone, and then pick from there maybe 10 that are better than just trying to do all of them, because you're just scattering yourself around. And when you scatter yourself around, you're too thin, you haven't got the research on there either, you don't always even have a clue what some of those players are, what type of pitch they're on, the weather, anything that leads to helping you make your trading decisions. By scattergunning, you are you talking multiple games or same games? I'm talking multiple games. So my thought process here is that people just sit down and they go, oh, I'm going to trade now. And then they just scatter their trades all over the place. They sometimes trade at the same times, or they just pick that time between maybe sort of 2:30, 2 o'clock, all the way to 6 o'clock. So that's my trading time there. So anything that falls into that, I'm going to trade. Instead of going, right, let's take that block where we was going to trade, and then what are the best games that fit my strategy in that block of time, and then take it down to here. What do I think about esports? I've had a little bit of a play around with esports. I've not really got into it. I've not really enjoyed watching it, to be honest. I've not really enjoyed being involved in trying to pair up something that I see to what the market is reacting like. I prefer to actually be the one playing it, to be honest. So that's where I'd put my focus. Yeah, I'd put my focus there. So if we're scattering our trades across this time period and just aiming at everything, we might hit 1 or 2 in there that are going to be good, but we're not really going to get the quality of strike that we want. So by taking that block and then narrowing it down to actually the good ones, we can take precision shots on what we want to trade. So you guys think of some questions if you've got any, while I'll just summarize that. This is a much shorter lesson today. The scattergun trading really is an easier one, and there isn't as much to cover. So scattergun trading is where you literally just scatter everything in the hope of hitting something, like a couple of good trades or whatever. You're just scattering your trades all over the place. You're just jumping from one to another. You're firing out a massive net. Are you trading today? If so, what? Probably not today. Nothing's really caught my eye. If I spot anything, I'll chuck it on the community. So yeah, scattergun, we're just going vroom, in the hope that something in that list of games is going to be good, and we're just going to fire it over all of them and hope. And I don't like hope trading, as you know. So can we take some of those? Can we find what's the best target and then laser in on that, and then target that one or that 2 or 3, and then go for just those ones instead of 10, 20 games here, and we're just scattering everything over it going, yeah, it'll be all right. And it's a one approach. People, when they're scattering and the scattergun trading, it's a one size fits all approach. Whereas when you take those games and apply your filters, your thinking and your thought process to them, forum is down at the moment. Adam is doing some updates on the forum, so it's going to have a few extra little features. So he's doing that today. It should be back up again soon. Yeah, it won't be long now, I don't think. So yeah, can we take those games, and instead of just doing a one size fits all, can we take the individual games and can we pull them out, see if they fit our strategy, research them, and then take maybe 50 games here and hone them down into 5-6 games that we're actually going to trade that fit our strategy, that we're taking a more sniper approach on. So we're going to go and aim on them. I don't like esports too, because there's not much price movement. You can steal a few ticks. I just think that with esports, it's very difficult to answer the what has to happen question. And it's just there's just so many different variables on it. And I'm a big believer in trying to narrow it down a lot, and I don't think you can do that. I can't get this laser focus with esports that I want to get. Just can't do that. You just can't get that. So to summarize, we need to try and really hone in on what we are and what we're aiming for with our sports trading. Now I will go use a quick analogy about golf. So when you play golf, a lot of people will aim directly at the flag, thinking that they have a sniper rifle, and realize that they don't. Then they miss right and they miss left. So they don't understand their game. It's very similar to trading. You've got to understand your trading. So the flag is where you're trying to get to, and you're trying to get as close to the flag as possible. You might be off center on average by sort of 10 yards. So if you're dead aiming at the flag and you've got to hit an absolutely perfect shot to get near the flag. Whereas if you aimed 10 yards to the left, your average shots would be closer to the pin. So I'm trying to get you to do that with trading, trying to realize that you're trying to get to the pin. So don't just fire everything at it and hope. We're going to try and hone in a little bit more and get a little bit closer and be more accurate and arrowed in with our trading. So that's that is scattergun trading, really, guys. Tomorrow is a good lesson. It's percentage staking of bank. So that's going to be a good one. I'll be back 10 a.m. on the YouTube channel. So if you do like these videos, please do give me a thumbs up, give it a share. Are there going to be more horse racing vids on the Academy? Yes, there are. So on the Academy, we already have planned out to add in loads more horse racing, loads more tennis. There's going to be some more cricket on there as well. And we're also looking at different ways of bringing in various different parts to the course, to the BTC Academy. We just need to get some sport back live so that we can get those videos recorded. I've planned out a whole sort of tennis module to add on to the additional one, and of course you get them, so when we add them on, if you've already got it, then you can get that. Do you trade golf, Ryan? A little bit. I do like, so what I like to trade golf by looking at the overall and trying to find a couple of value players that are going to make the cut. I find it very difficult. One of the things that I actually prefer in golf is DraftKings, because I find that a little bit more fun than actually trying to trade it. And I'm a big fan of DraftKings anyway. I don't go mental in it. I think I've only ever put 15 quid in and just used the smallest ones, and that was probably 2 years ago. And I've picked up a couple of places on competitions, which then has funded my account, so I've never had to sort of top it back up. But yeah, on the BTC Academy, we are going to add loads of more content. We're always going to be updating that. That's going to become a key part of BTC, and always going to add more to that and try and whatever we add on the membership side, we'll try and filter in some of the learnings into the video format in the Academy and add little bits in there. You know, we're going to add cricket stats, horse racing stats, and that's then also part of the Academy. We will use the horse racing stats to teach more as well, so that we can show you the angles that we're using. So that's it for today's lesson, guys. I'll be back tomorrow again, 10 a.m. Cricket test, lay the draw is pretty good, then back it later when the price shoots. Yeah, I mean, we've got some of the best cricket traders in the forum. A couple of guys in particular. I mean, Martin's dad is a phenomenal, he's a pro trader, and he's been for many years. He's in the community and he trades the cricket. It's his big sport, and he shares what he's doing. Martin trades the cricket. We've got some other great cricket traders in the group, and they share all of that. It's an amazing sport to trade. One I've only ever traded twice, I think, and I've followed their advice and been profitable twice. And some of the swings in there are just amazing, pardon the pun. Yeah, don't trade test match cricket in England, it rains. I know, we don't do very well for the weather, do we? For the sport, and then that impacts the game a fair bit. But yeah, we trade cricket at BTC, and then the stats for that will give some even better. They need a roof at Lord's. So could you imagine how high the roof would be? So I wonder what the highest peak of somebody hitting a ball is. It'd be crazy, wouldn't it? Imagine a roof at Lord's. Crazy. So yeah, I'm gonna shoot off, guys. I will be back tomorrow with another one of these lives, and so we've got percentage of staking bank. Then I'm going to be talking about the value on the first half goals trades. I'm going to be touching on politics. Politics, massive market trade. We do really well at that, BTC. Then I'm going to talk about trading with a small bank and to stop beating yourself up over your losses. And then I've got working out true value versus the actual odds. They're the upcoming ones. And then I've got a whole list of ones that you guys have all submitted. So I will be back tomorrow, 10 a.m. And I hope you have a fantastic Easter Monday.